Joining us tonight, Kari Lake, the Senior Advisor for the U.S. Agency for Global Media, joins us now. Kari, it's a pleasure to have you on tonight. Good to see you.
Good to be on with you, Bob.
I want to get your reaction to what I think is kind of a reset with woke, but not for the Democrat Party, because I think that's where they live permanently now. Your thoughts?
I don't want to reset. I want woke destroyed.
Yes.
It has been the bane of our country. It has caused our children great harm. You talked about the transgender surgeries, the sex change surgeries they were inflicting on our children. It caused, issues where young people learned in school to hate our country. I don't want to see a reset. I want to see woke destroyed into a billion pieces to never come back.
Good point. So let's do this. Let's look at where the Democrat Party stands as of tonight. The American people, they don't seem to like it. They have a 22% positive view of the Democrat Party. Pretty low. And they refuse to change it. It seems like it's going further and further. And now we have this socialism embrace. Mamdani in D.C., that guy, Fatah, out in Minnesota. Then you have all the way out with that mayoral candidate in Seattle. It's kind of just going further and further for them.
I really do believe that 22% is lower. I think polling always polls the left and the crazy issues higher. And I really do believe once we get serious about election integrity, that means fair elections where every voter has one ballot per legal voter, we're not going to see all of this crazy stuff. We're not going to see Washington. I'll tell you, when I traveled this country, which I've traveled extensively over the past 4 years, when I was in Portland, Oregon, I had more people come up to me saying, thank you for caring about elections. We're helpless out here because our elections are all these mail-in ballots. Same thing in Washington State. Same thing in California. New York is a mess. Arizona. My gosh, we are an absolute mess. So when we get serious about having election day, paper ballots, get rid of the machines, I know it's not a popular topic necessarily, but when we get serious about having really fair elections across this country, I think woke will be gone. I think if you poll those numbers, you'll see 4 or 5% of people who like that weird stuff, and the rest of us will be voting like normal, common sense individuals.
That's it. It's such a small percent that support any of that, yet they get such a loud microphone. And you mentioned integrity in our elections, Kari. I want to talk about this tonight and in the media landscape. We're kind of seeing more and more evidence, just maybe how dishonest they really are. There's new reporting out about your gubernatorial race, which I'm sure you're aware of, back in 2022 against Katie Hobbs. These new emails they show from Arizona State University president, they pressured Arizona PBS to offer your opponent, Katie Hobbs, an interview after she refused to debate you, even though that went against the rules of the Citizens Clean Elections Commission. Can you talk about that?
Well, the ASU president, Michael Crow, is SCUM as far as I'm concerned. And I think he frankly got word that I wasn't going to bring him into my inner circle. He thinks he's the most powerful man in Arizona. And frankly, a lot of weak politicians have probably made him that. This is a really bad dude. And I think he found out that I was not only not going to bring him into my inner circle when I was running for governor, but I was actually going to fire him within the first hour of the first day. And I think that's when he probably concocted this plan. He used our state-funded university, our state-funded and federally funded PBS station to take away my First Amendment rights, prevent me from talking to the people of Arizona, and give Katie Hobbs a total dunce the edge in that non-debate that she was afraid to debate me in. So I've had my First Amendment rights infringed upon. The people of Arizona were done wrong, and if there was any politician in this state right now with a spine, they would fire him summarily. This is a bad guy. He sits on the CIA's venture capital firm called InQtel. He's the chairman of the board of trustees, and he's run ASU into the ground. He's done terrible things, made that university woke, and I think he was realizing that his days were numbered in that position when I were to become the governor of Arizona. He did everything in his power using state-funded, taxpayer-funded resources to try to stop me.
So many bad things have happened because of woke people in powerful positions. Well, Kari, I'm sorry to hear about this all coming to light here. I know you're fired up.
It's good.
I know
it's
you're not going to
quit
anytime soon.
Now we need the justice part of it.
Right, we do. And hopefully it comes soon. Kari Lake, it's always a pleasure. Good to see you tonight. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks, Bob.